Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Fenerbahce eyeing move for David de Gea should he fail to agree Manchester United contract. David de Gea seemed like he was close to agreeing terms for a new long-term deal, but at the last minute, the offer was rescinded and a brand new one put in its place, which drastically reduced his pay. It was mainly done as manager Erik was not happy with the errors committed by the Spaniard, and because the 32-year-old failed to adapt to his playing style. De Gea failed to successfully pass out from the back, and his struggles forced the manager to ask him to go long, which allowed possession-based clubs to dominate proceedings. The Spain international is currently a free agent, and though the club have asked him to stick around in case they agree to the new deal, he is reluctant to play second fiddle. Currently, the Red Devils are desperately trying to secure the services of Andre Onana from Inter Milan, but the Serie A club's asking price remains beyond United's reach for now. As for De Gea, he has received interest from Saudi Arabian clubs, but whether the former Atletico Madrid star wants to leave European football altogether at this juncture of his career remains to be seen. A better alternative could be Fenerbahce, who, according to Photomag, are eyeing a move for the Spaniard after missing out on Dominik Livakovic. The Turkish giants can also offer him European football in the form of the UEFA Conference League and are preparing to speak to his agent this week. It will be interesting as to how United solve their goalkeeping conundrum and whether De Gea ends his 12-year stay in Manchester and where he ultimately ends up at. Dean Henderson's one key ultimatum to remain at Manchester United next season. Manchester United goalkeeper Dean Henderson will only stay at Old Trafford next season if he is assured of being an undisputed starter. David de Gea is no longer contracted to United following the expiry of his contract on June 30. The Spaniard, who had a wedding last weekend, is expected to hold talks with the club when he returns from his break. After this dialogue, his situation will be clarified. Meanwhile, the Red Devils are active in the transfer market to find a solution for their goalkeeping crisis. Talks are underway with Inter Milan for Andre Onana. Other players being pursued include Feyenoord's Justin Bijlow, Eintracht Frankfurt's Kevin Trapp, and Brentford's David Raya. Onana is Erik ten Hag's number one target. United also have Henderson amongst their ranks. The Englishman spent the 22-23 campaign on loan at Nottingham Forest. He played 18 games for Forest and kept 6 clean sheets. The People's Person covered a report which revealed that Steve Cooper's side wants to sign Henderson permanently, and the United Academy graduate is open to the move. The 26-year-old was at Carrington on Monday as the first batch of players returned to training with the preseason just around the corner. Henderson posted a picture alongside the caption, "What a way to start the week." According to CBS journalist Ben Jacobs, the shot stopper will only stay put if he is the starting man between the sticks, Jacobs explains. Dean Henderson is back training with the club following a loan spell at Nottingham Forest, but unless he is crowned number one, the 26-year-old wants to leave. Forest are expected to make a bid for Henderson. To change his mind and agree to stay at Old Trafford, he would have to be positive. No one is ahead of him in the pecking order. Fred attracting Saudi Arabia interest as Erik ten Hag identifies Brazilian's ideal replacement. Manchester United midfielder Fred is attracting interest from Saudi Arabia. The Brazilian is one of the players who could be sold this summer to boost Erik ten Hag's transfer budget. On Tuesday, the Manchester Evening News reported that Mason Mount's imminent arrival at Old Trafford will set the stage for Fred to leave the club. The 30-year-old has 1 year remaining on his contract, and the coming weeks represent the best opportunity for United to fetch a fee from his sale. Fulham are interested in signing Fred. This is backed by the Daily Mail, who report that alongside the Cottagers, the United star is also the subject of overtures from Saudi Arabia. The Gulf state has been pumping significant investment into luring some of Europe's most famous and well-known names to the country. As per the Mail, the Red Devils have rekindled their admiration for Fiorentina's Soufiane Amrabat. The Morocco international would come in as Fred's direct replacement. The People's Person covered a report which stated that Ten Hag is not through with his attempts to add his options in the middle of the park, even after successfully landing Mount. The United boss is also keen on Amrabat, who he worked with at FC Utrecht in 2007. Man United interested in signing Fiorentina midfielder Sofiane Amrabat, who prefers Barcelona move. Manchester United are interested in signing Fiorentina midfielder Sofiane Amrabat, who is holding out for a move to Barcelona. Mondo Deportivo claim the Red Devils are expected to confirm the signing of Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount mostly today, but manager Erik ten Hag is open to pursuing another midfielder. Amrabat has been linked with the club in recent weeks, and Mondo Deportivo claim that United have an interest in securing his signature this summer. The club have yet to make a formal approach, but the Spanish publication report that Amrabat could turn them down due to his preference for Barcelona. The 26-year-old was on the radar of the Catalan giants in the January transfer window. He is reportedly confident that a bid will arrive from the La Liga holders. Casemiro is currently the undisputed choice in the number 6 role for United. In his absence, the likes of Scott McTominay and Fred have played in the position. Fred appears on his way out of the club amid interest from Fulham and the Saudi Arabia clubs, but there is a high possibility that McTominay could stay for another campaign at least. The Scot is the youngest senior midfielder in the squad, and he is also a homegrown player. He currently has 2 years left on his contract, with the option for another 12 months. Barring a serious offer, we believe McTominay may not head out of the club. Therefore, we don't see United making a move for Amrabat. The Moroccan would be a good upgrade on McTominay with his precise passing and high work rate. However, the 30 million euros rated star may not join the club to play second fiddle to Casemiro. He will want guaranteed minutes in the prime of his career. He could get that at Barcelona, who have a void to fill in midfield after the free transfer of Sergio Busquets. Amrabat's preference for Barcelona does not surprise us, given Spain's close proximity to Morocco. He could be keen on moving to La Liga due to family reasons too. Man United among 4 Premier League clubs interested in signing Oscar Gluck. Manchester United have joined the likes of Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur in the race to sign Red Bull Salzburg attacker Oscar Gluck, according to The Guardian. The 19-year-old is currently at the Under-21 European Championship, where he has caught the eye with his performances from multiple attacking roles. Gluck has 2 assists from 4 outings for his national side, and he also scored the winning penalty in the shootout win over Georgia in the quarter-final. United are one of the clubs that have shown an interest in signing him. Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and Manchester City are also admirers of the playmaker. There is also interest from abroad. Barcelona, Villarreal, Monaco, and AC Milan are also keeping tabs on Gluck, who prefers a move to England or Spain. Gluck has played as an attacking midfielder, a right winger, and a second striker at the Under-21 Euros. However, he likes to operate from the number 10 role at club level. Last season, he registered 18 goal contributions from 40 games. He bagged 6 goals and 8 assists in 25 outings for Maccabi Tel Aviv before joining Salzburg in January. The teenager added 2 goals and 2 assists from 15 appearances for the Austrian Giants. He won an impressive 1.8 take-ons per game, creating 5 big chances for his teammates. In our view, Gluck could be considered as an understudy to Bruno Fernandes. The Portuguese has exceptional fitness levels, but his workload needs to be managed in the future. Gluck could be a handy option for manager Erik ten Hag off the bench. The Dutch tactician would love to work with him, having nurtured several young talents at former club Ajax. Salzburg signed the youngster from Maccabi for £6 million last winter, and they could be tempted to make a big profit out of him. It's left to be seen whether United make an offer. With the talk of a limited £120 million budget before sales, the Red Devils need to focus on players that could improve the starting 11 first before trying to spend on a future prospect. Man United willing to do anything to sign Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund. Manchester United are willing to do anything to sign Atalanta striker Rasmus Højlund this summer, according to Corriere di Bergamo. The Red Devils are on the search for a new striker, and they have been heavily linked with a move for Højlund over the past couple of months. Corriere di Bergamo now highlights that United recently made an improved bid of €46 million for Højlund after their first offer of £35 million was rejected. The Italian publication adds that the proposal will be turned down, but United won't give up and they are willing to do anything to sign the young Dane. Atalanta currently value Højlund at €60 million. The distance, €14 million, is now really thin. It's said that a deal could be finalized in a couple of Sundays. The 20-year-old had a good season with Sturm Graz and Atalanta last term. He registered a combined tally of 16 goals and 7 assists across all competitions. The Dane was initially a regular substitute for Atalanta after his late move from Graz last summer, but started to find his feet in the back end of the campaign. With a guaranteed role up front, he should only get better with experience. The youngster has attributes which are quite similar to Erling Haaland. He is a left-footed striker with a strong physical and aerial presence. He possesses plenty of pace for a tall striker and has good finishing skills in the box. Højlund is still relatively inexperienced at the highest level, but has immense potential and could become a leading striker in a couple of seasons' time. Atalanta are firm on their asking price for him, and the onus is on United to find an agreement. They may need to negotiate add-ons to lower the fixed fee. Man United increased verbal offer for Andre Onana. Inter Milan ask for €60 million. Manchester United have increased their verbal offer for Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, according to reputed journalist Gianluca Di Marzio. The Red Devils have identified Onana as their main goalkeeper target, and talks are currently ongoing with the Nerazzurri over the transfer fee. Earlier this week, Di Marzio revealed that United were ready to offer €40 million for the Cameroonian, and they have now raised the package to £45 million. However, the club are not close to an agreement as the Nerazzurri continue to ask for €60 million to sell him. The Red Devils are expected to announce the signing of Mason Mount from Chelsea today, but they need at least one more signing before the preseason tour begins. Onana is the main focus for United at the moment. Negotiations are underway with the Nerazzurri, but the Serie A outfit are reluctant to offer any discount on the fee. The club have yet to make an official bid on the table, but they will need to raise their verbal proposal. An offer of around €50 million plus €5 million in add-ons could convince Inter. Onana has established himself as one of the best ball-playing goalkeepers in world football. Last season, he completed 78% of his passes with 6 long balls per game. The 27-year-old has also impressed with his commanding nature inside the box, alongside his ability to play as a sweeper-keeper. He would be a big upgrade on David de Gea. De Gea's contract expired at the end of last month, but talks are planned with him over a renewal. In our view, an extension seems unlikely, as he would not want a backup role. Man United said to be sold within the next few hours, say Qatari media. The wait could finally be over for long-suffering supporters of Manchester United Football Club after Qatari media reported that the takeover of the club is set to be completed in the next few hours. It's been a long 7 months since the Glazer family took the first steps into seeing whether there was value in selling a club they have been custodians of for 18 years. For supporters, the thought of the current owners moving on and leaving their club in the hands of either Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Sheikh Jassim, the two most serious bidders, is manna from heaven, and they may not have to wait too much longer until their dreams come true. According to Qatari news outlet Raya, The deal is set to be signed off in the next few hours, with Sheikh Jassim becoming the new owner of the Old Trafford outfit. There have been a few false starts to this saga this summer, and supporters will surely be hoping that this isn't another red herring. Moreover, any announcement would allow first team manager Erik ten Hag to go full steam ahead with the plans for any new signings ahead of the 23-24 Premier League season. All the while things are still in limbo, the Dutchman is having to work the transfer market with one hand effectively tied behind his back, and if the club want to be in a position to properly challenge next season, then it's about time everything was signed, sealed, and delivered at the very top. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.